All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, what all does your job entail?
Everything.
Everything. From just...
It's become a 24/7 job with social media. We got back from vacation. We were in Florida last week, and so it is everything from forecasting the weather, which was what started off as forecasting and, talking about the weather, to general nerve easer. That's not a good way. How do I put it? But, just like, if there is anything that might be unsettling, from an unsettling cloud to a loud boom, Matt, this happened. What was it?
What was it?
So I guess my job is to answer what was it and what will it be.
Yeah, definitely. I would understand that, especially with you. I mean, you covered the big tornadoes that came through here, and when I know that you had told everybody to take cover. Just you stood in front of the camera.
The funny thing about that is that we told everyone that, and you might get to that. Well, we can wait on that.
Are you sure?
Oh no, we can do that now if you want to. But basically, we got everybody ready the week before, and so we got everybody ready the week before, and we made sure everyone knew when to go, what we were going to do, and so like about 30-40 minutes before that, we were placed under a tornado warning. We moved everyone down to the basement, all non-essential employees down to the basement, and so by the time we got to that point where we're telling everybody to get to the basement, it was just everybody in news thinks they're vital. And they are to get the newscast on the air. But when you're in that situation, I anticipated the only people who will be left after we sent everyone to the basement would be me, maybe my boss, and one person running the board.
Yeah.
And almost everybody thought, no, I'm vital and stayed. And so it's just like I'm looking around going, I can't say for sure that tower's not going to fall on us right now. And nothing is getting these people's attention that they need to go take shelter. So I have to go to make them go.
Yeah. So... Well, I mean, at least they went. They were safe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Luckily, I waited a little too long. Should have done it at least 30, 45 seconds before we did. But
well, I mean, as long as, everybody was okay. So that's all that matters. Because, with your job, I'm sure everything's changing every 5 seconds. So.
Every 5 seconds, you have all these reports of damage coming in. You know it's bad. But what are you going to say? Like, I can't leave the people home at this point.
Yeah.
This is obviously a big deal for them.
Yeah.
It's a big deal for me, because I live here, but it's a much bigger deal for them because it's. Because
I
at least feel confident I know what's happening.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't. Yeah. So but at the same time, how are you gonna get everyone else to go?
Yeah. They're like, oh, no, you're here. We can stay too.
It's like, no, that's not how this works. Like, all of you are trusting me, and you don't need to be trusting me anymore. You need to be safe.
Yeah, trusting your gut instinct to run.
Yeah, exactly. That fight or flight, you're not going to fight.
Yeah.
You better fight.
All right, next question. What is the benefit of working in a newsroom this size?
There are good benefits both directions. For this size market, it's a really pretty good sized newsroom. So you get the comfortability of a hometown feel, of a family environment. With people that have worked at the station John started at the station when I may or may not have started in grade school. So he's been here a long time. So you get this long history that goes along with it, this family feel, with the fact that you do have some big market tools.
Yeah.
You go to New York City and have the same system, same app, everything I have, any market.
Yeah.
So you kind of get the comfortability that goes with being part of a family with the tools that go in high stakes news. That's one thing that's kind of changed the last 10 years, is that kind of stuff's available to us.
Yeah. State news. Cool. All right, being a meteorologist is, I know that, like, with journalists, they usually have a script that's in front of them. Is everything, like, ad-lib for y'all, or? Pretty much.
It's ad-lib, but it's in a controlled environment. Outside of, severe weather coverage, it's a controlled environment in that I set up my graphics. So every graphic you see behind me, I went in there and said I wanted to say those words.
Yeah.
I wanted to look like that. So while we don't have a script, by setting up the order of my graphics, what I have in there, I'm sort of scripting out what I'm going to
order of graphics
going to say.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Especially, you would be only, like, if you're a meteorologist, the journalist wouldn't know exactly what you're talking about unless you explained it to them.
Yeah.
All right. How would you? This is probably something that you just answered in their question, but how would you describe the atmosphere in the newsroom, like, altogether? Like, is there?
It's always a little hectic. which is good.
Yeah.
It's always a little bit. What's the word to describe it? It's just
Intense?
There's intense. That's absolutely right. It's always intense, which is good because that energy is something that I personally feed off of. I'm a procrastinator by nature, and so sometimes you need that energy to get it finished.
Yeah, same. I promise.
But because the thing is that the newscast starts at 6 p.m. regardless of whether you're done or not.
Yeah.
And it ends at 6:30. And so you have to hit it done then.
Yeah.
And so that can be intense, especially as you're ramping up and getting used to it.
Let me see. All right. If an intern/new employee asked you what it's like to work here, what would you answer, or how would you answer?
It's what you make of it.
What would you make of it?
Because it can be not fun if you don't adapt well to changing. It can be a struggle if you're not committed. This isn't a job that you get to turn off at 5 p.m. It's not 8 to 5. It goes on beyond that.
Yeah.
And especially when you're starting, it has to. As you develop and the longer you're in it, the more you can rely on. No, that you've seen it before.
Yeah.
And you know exactly how to react. Your first time doing it, you haven't really developed a plan on how to handle it. So for an intern or a new employee, you just better be prepared to work more hours than you're getting paid to work.
Yeah.
As you get farther along, then you can do everything quicker, and it certainly helps.
Definitely. Okay, so with us, when we work at the Ranger Rocket newspaper, we don't allow any kind of interviews via email. Is that the same thing for WTVA, or how do y'all feel about that? How does that go?
Interviews through email, that's not something we'd want to do. But if we're trying to confirm, the other night there was somebody missing in Corinth and trying to confirm what the deal, or like Pickens County, I think there was one too, trying to confirm what's going on. Sometimes you can't get somebody on email, or on the phone, but you might be able to get an email response. Yes, we can confirm that this is happening. You already have news information from other angles. Now you've confirmed it with a source.
Yeah.
You can go with it there. Not truly an interview, but that person is giving you information.
Yeah. Okay.
So
not like a personal, like
you wouldn't do an interview simply because it makes for bad TV.
Sure.
I mean, it's about looking at stuff, and if it's just full screens of text, there are situations where that's all you can get, and that's what you use. But most of the time, you want to look in the person's eyes.
Definitely. Yeah, that makes it better.
People connect with people.
Yeah, definitely. Personalities come out. Let me see. Okay, are you always on set, or do you go out on location?
I used to go out on location more. I'm usually on set. I think in the future I'll be out on location a little more. We're trying to juggle some scheduling to make that happen. It's one of the things that research tells us people love is meteorologist out on location. So I don't get to go out quite as much as I used to.
Just make sure you don't go stand in front of a tornado.
Make
sure you run from that one.
I have no desire to do that because as soon as the tornado knocks you off, you're done.
Yeah, that's it. You don't have a chance.
Yeah.
All right. What happens if you're sick? Who covers your stories?
If I'm sick, usually it'll be John that'll cover my shift. John DeLucix, our weekend meteorologist. Sometimes it'll be Katie Birch. She does some part-time work for us. She's also in sales here. Sometimes it'll be Dick Rice, who had my job before me.
Cool.
So there's a variety of people depending on the situations and the shows that we'll kind of plug it with.
That almost answers my next question. How many people in the newsroom have the same job as you?
5, soon to be 6.
5, 6. Okay. Does WTVA offer journalism/meteorology internships?
Yes. Your friend has one.
Yes. That helps me because, journalism for me, meteorology for her. Okay, and then there's the two below. Does your news station have any social media regulations?
Anything that you couldn't put on the air, you shouldn't put into a tweet. So, no cursing. If the picture's too gory, don't put it there because people respond poorly to that, and it reflects badly on the station. Just remember that you're reflecting on the station, and everything you say, people are going to think the station believes. So I'm not going to go out and give my opinion on President Trump or
Politics
anything.
in general.
Yeah. Because like every person, I have opinions.
Yeah.
But I'm not paid for that opinion. I'm paid for my opinion on the weather.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
gotcha.
I'm one of few people that's paid for their opinion.
Yeah. Well, the ones that do have it, they just kind of...
Everybody's got an opinion, and everyone smells. I mean, sorry. It's like a tail feather.